Alright. So this is my playthrough of the most recent Twilight Lands, and let's start of course by choosing our heroes. So here I like to reset everything, and I'm choosing the hunter boss. Okay. So far so good. Oops. Okay, since Miranda died, I need to retry, and I guess that means we have to reposition Miranda towards a safer spot. Okay. Alright, so here I'm gonna go for the tank enemy, or the tank bond type of enemy. Of course, I need Pande, Taresh, and the other one, forgot the name. Things are going great so far. Yes sir. Okay, moving on. Okay, so going for the hunter bond again. So as much as possible, don't use or try to stick to the heroes that you already have, since we can only deploy up to 20. Especially here with chapter 16, where you only have 20 choices, as compared to previous chapters you can choose up to 30 heroes. Okay, good thing I chose tank earlier, which means I can just deploy my previous tank heroes. I still can't remember the name of the other tank, so I'll just name her Shark Girl. Okay, so the enemy is quite tanky. I hope I have enough time for this. I mean, right about, okay, I have to retry, and from here we have to make some adjustments. So here I noticed that I need to put in more damage, so I decided to put in res in the lineup, and I put Pande in front, or I actually put Womigon within the row of Taresh, so that it's Womigon that Taresh throws to the back of the enemy's lineup. Usually it's the one that Taresh throws that the enemy focuses on. So earlier it was Pande that Taresh threw to the back of the enemy's formation, which is why he died. Here Womigon is much more tanky than Pande, so he'll survive even if the enemies focus on him. So now I am dealing more damage thanks to res, and yeah, it's clearly it was a good decision, since Shark Girl is more of a defensive tank. She doesn't really have that much damage. So yeah. And if you have Purin or if you have Fiona, they would actually be much better to use. I believe they are much better support heroes, but since I don't really have them maxed out, or I don't have them at emo yet, I prefer to use Miranda, or I have no choice but to use Miranda, since she is currently my strongest support. Alright, so 47 seconds left. But I think I'll manage. Well, actually, I am just commenting on this video, so actually I know that I'll be able to manage. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Wow. Right about that time, I was ready to retry. I was ready to hit pause and retry, but thankfully, 3 seconds left. and I managed to still. So here it was actually much better to, well, that's okay, summon enemy or this insect plus tank hero enemy lineup by far is the easiest. Okay, moving on. Here I'm choosing the tank enemy again. Tank bond enemy. Alright, there we go. Alright. Next is the Vanguard for basically stage 7. By the way guys, this isn't my first try for this Vanguard boss, except I had troubles with recording, and at the same time, yeah, now I wanted to keep this video as short as possible, so I chose not to include my other tries. So as you can see here, previously I tried to use Kaworu instead of Batu, but he was only Mythic 2, and during like a minute into the battle he already died, so I chose to put in Batu instead. So yeah, this is practically a done deal at 20 seconds left. Wow, that's practically also a close call. Okay, I'm going after the summon again, and yep. Another done deal here. Alright. Of course, I'm going for the Vanguard one. So this is already stage 9. Alright, so last stage. So I had to remove some, or I didn't include my first few tries for the last stage. So actually my issue here is that, or the issues that I had is that Miranda would always die. That was actually the only time that Miranda survived that attack from the Forest King. Oh, by the way, sorry about that. I lost some of the recordings, or I mean, and unfortunately, whenever I get a call, my screen recorder stops. So yeah, I missed recording some parts of that battle. But anyway, the whole point here, so basically now what happens is that I'm going to use up all the heroes that I deployed just to be able to damage, or just to be able to maximize my damage for the Forest King. So yeah, the other lineups that I used practically did not survive long, but you know, I needed to damage the boss as much as possible, so you know, just to maximize the heroes. So here, Shark Girl is really tanky. Okay, so no matter how little the damage Shark Girl or this lineup did so far, it's okay. Every damage is worth it. Of course, don't forget the prototypes and the commanders. Okay. So from 93%, this one isn't doing that much damage. But I'll take that. I'll take that. That's fine. So obviously I'm going to have to use a reset on my team, but that's fine. So what I'm just doing now is that I'm trying to damage the boss as much as possible so that it's much easier for the next set of lineups. And the idea here is that, or actually the main thing about this boss is that you simply have to eliminate the 2 minions. Once you eliminate the 2 minions, it's going to be really easy. So that's just what I'm looking forward to here. So the 2 minions HPs are already around halfway. The other one is already more than halfway, or actually both of them are more than halfway. So that's the goal, to try to eliminate the 2 minions, or to try to reduce the HP of the 2 minions as much as possible. Okay, so we are at 90% of the bosses, the main bosses hero. Or the HP of the main boss's hero. The HP of the main boss. Alright. Okay, Taresh is really a tanky hero. This goes to show. Taresh still going at it. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the current set of heroes. So this time I'm gonna reset again, and so some players, by the way, are suggesting that energy heroes works better here. I didn't really think of that, so yeah. But had I known, I would also have tried the energy heroes. Thankfully, I managed to to beat the boss with just the lineups, or with the heroes that I chose. So here I tried to change things up a bit. And use the Hunter from the Evangelion collab. But this proved to be actually, useless, since it was really much better to use Miranda. So here I definitely have to restart. Took me a while, but I have to retry and use Miranda instead. Alright, things are going great so far. I'm going to be able to eliminate the minions. And still have enough time to deal chunks of damage to the main boss. So here we go. It's just the main boss left. And as you can see, now that the minions are eliminated, my damage against the boss is now racking up. By the way, one of the things that you should know when fighting this boss is that the main damage that it does is when or whenever the two minions have a shield. Once you destroy that shield for both minions, the enemy will not execute its main damaging attack. So yeah. And by the way guys, it just so happens that my hunter lineup is one of my strongest lineups here. Actually, my tank, vanguard, and hunters are my strongest lineups. So somehow, in a way, this Twilight Lands is sort of in my favor. Okay, so I wasn't able to completely beat the boss, but I'm pretty confident that with the damage that I've dealt, I can pretty much eliminate the boss in this turn. Okay, so 5% left. By the way, summons are good against heroes or against enemies that have shields. So, yeah. %. %. And there you go. this is the first time, by the way, that I was able to finish Twilight Lands in just one day. My previous tries with Twilight Lands, it took me at least 3 days to beat the final boss. So yeah, and this time is also my first time being the top 2 or within the top 3 in Twilight Lands. So yeah, too bad I already have the prototypes or the prototype reward for this, but you know, that's fine. At least I get shards, universal crystal shards. So okay, so the ranking is not yet updating, so okay, so since the ranking is not updating, let's relog in, and there we are. Alright, so that's it for this playthrough. Thank you so much for watching.